Jeremiah 25. The word that came to Yirmiyahu concerning all the people of Yehudah in the 4th year of Jehoiakim son of Yoshiyahu, the sovereign of Yehudah, which was the 1st year of Nebuchadnezzar, sovereign of Babel, which Yirmiyahu the prophet spoke to all the people of Yehudah and to all the inhabitants of Jerusalem, saying, From the 13th year of Yoshiyahu son of Ammon, sovereign of Yehudah, even to this day, this is the 23rd year in which the word of Jehovah has come to me. And I have spoken to you, rising early and speaking, but you have not listened. Moreover, Jehovah has sent to you all his servants and prophets, rising early and sending them, but you have not listened, nor inclined your ear to hear, saying, Turn back now, everyone, from his evil way, and from the evil of your deeds, and dwell on the soil which Jehovah has given to you and your fathers forever and ever. And do not go after other mighty ones to serve them and to bow down to them, and do not provoke me with the works of your hands, so that I do you no evil. But you did not listen to me, declares Jehovah, so as to provoke me with the works of your hands for your own evil. Therefore, thus said Jehovah of hosts, because you did not obey my words, see, I am sending and taking all the tribes of the north, declares Jehovah, and Nebuchadnezzar, the sovereign of Babel, my servant, and shall bring them against this land, and against its inhabitants, and against these nations all around, and shall put them under the ban, and make them an astonishment and a hissing, and everlasting ruins. And I shall banish from them the voice of rejoicing, and the voice of gladness, the voice of the bridegroom and the voice of the bride, the sound of the millstones and the light of the lamp. And all this land shall be a ruin and a waste, and these nations shall serve the sovereign of Babel 70 years. And it shall be, when 70 years are completed, that I shall punish the sovereign of Babel and that nation, the land of the Chaldeans, for their crookedness, declares Jehovah, and shall make it everlasting ruins. And I shall bring on that land all my words, which I have pronounced against it, all that is written in this book, which Yirmiyahu has prophesied concerning all the nations. For they too shall be enslaved by many nations and great sovereigns, and I shall repay them according to their deeds, and according to the works of their hands. For thus said Jehovah, Elohim of Israel, to me, Take this wine cup of wrath from my hand, and make all the nations, to whom I send you, drink it. And they shall drink, and shake, and go mad, because of the sort that I am sending among them. I then took the cup from the hand of Jehovah, and made all the nations drink, to whom Jehovah had sent me, namely Jerusalem and the cities of Yehudah, and its sovereigns, its heads, to make them a ruin, an object of astonishment, a hissing, and a curse, as it is this day. Pharaoh, sovereign of Mitzrayim, and his servants, and his heads, and all his people, and all the mixed multitude, and all the sovereigns of the land of Uz, and all the sovereigns of the land of the Philistines, even Ashkelon, and Azah, and Ekron, and the remnant of Ashdod, Edom, and Moab, and the children of Ammon, and all the sovereigns of Sor, and all the sovereigns of Sidon, and all the sovereigns of the coastlands which are beyond the sea, Dedan, and Tema, and Buz, and all who are in the farthest corners, and all the sovereigns of Arabia, and all the sovereigns of the mixed multitude who dwell in the wilderness, and all the sovereigns of Zimri, and all the sovereigns of Elam, and all the sovereigns of the Medes, and all the sovereigns of the north, far and near, one with another, and all the reigns of the earth, which are on the face of the ground. Also the sovereign of Sheshach shall drink after them. And you shall say to them, Thus said Jehovah of hosts, the Elohim of Yisrael, Drink, be drunk, and vomit. Fall and rise no more, because of the sword which I am sending among you. And it shall be, when they refuse to take the cup from your hand to drink, then you shall say to them, Thus said Jehovah of hosts, you shall drink. For look, I am beginning to bring evil upon the city, which is called by my name, and you should be entirely unpunished? You are not going unpunished, for I am calling for a sword on all the inhabitants of the earth, declares Jehovah of hosts. And you shall prophesy against them all these words, and say to them, Jehovah roars from on high, and utters his voice from his set-apart dwelling place. He roars mightily over his fold, a shout as those who tread the grapes, against all the inhabitants of the earth. Tumult shall come to the ends of the earth, for Jehovah has a controversy with the nations. He shall enter into judgment with all flesh. The wrong he shall give to the sword, declares Jehovah. Thus said Jehovah of hosts, See, evil is going forth from nation to nation, and a great whirlwind is raised up from the farthest parts of the earth. And in that day the slain of Jehovah shall be from one end of the earth even to the other end of the earth. They shall not be lamented, or gathered, or buried, for they are dung on the face of the ground. Howl, you shepherds, and cry, and roll yourselves in the ashes, you leaders of the flock, for the days of your slaughter and your scatterings are completed, and you shall fall like a choice vessel. And a place of refuge shall perish from the shepherds, and escape from the leaders of the flock. Hear the cry of the shepherds, and a wailing of the leaders of the flock, for Jehovah is ravaging their pasture. And the pastures of peace shall be cut down, because of the burning displeasure of Jehovah. Like a lion he shall leave his hiding place, for their land shall become a waste, because of the sword of oppressors, and because of his burning displeasure.